I'm going to spoil your Year 12 book, Born a Crime. So if you don't like that, scroll away now. But if you are the kind of person who kind of needs a summary before you start reading, this is for you. So, Born a Crime is an autobiography by Trevor Noah. It means that it is his retelling of his life, specifically his growing up in South Africa. So, the name of the book, Born a Crime, comes from his existence. So, he was born during the end of the apartheid era, which meant that black people and white people were not meant to be together. They were not meant to socialize with each other. They were not meant to talk to each other. They were not meant to work together, much less have a relationship with each other. And so Trevor Noah has I think, a Swiss German dad, a white Swiss German dad, and his mum is a Xhosa woman. And so obviously the fact that he's alive, as a mixed race child was very illegal, and so therefore the title of the book, Born a Crime. And he retells his upbringing in South Africa during this time, having to pretend that he doesn't have a dad, doesn't have a mum, is an orphan, that doesn't know where his parents are, etc., etc. Eventually, apartheid comes to an end, I think, in 85, 86, 85, I think. And so apartheid comes to an end, people could mix together, not that there was a lot of mixing at the beginning, but his mum, Patricia, gets a job at a very fancy, expensive private school, and so Trevor Noah could go to school there and get an education because his mum worked there. His mum is a deeply religious woman, hauls Trevor Noah to church like 3, 4 different churches every Sunday. She's a very determined woman, very strong-willed woman, and there's a lot of observations from Trevor Noah about the kind of person that his mum is and how much he admires her and loves her. So eventually, he grows up. He observes that he has a natural affinity with language. He observes that there is a power in knowing different languages, in knowing how to communicate with different people. He observes that there is power in humor, that there is a power that he can wield over others using humor. And so he grows up, he gets into his late adolescence, early adulthood, and he talks about his entrepreneurial little adventures of like making money with his friends by selling bootleg stuff, by all sorts of different ventures to try and make money, trying to survive in South Africa as a young mixed race man. Eventually, his mum marries another man called Abel. Abel is an alcoholic. He's very abusive. He's very violent. And it sort of all comes to a head. And Patricia, his mum, tells Trevor Noah that you cannot live here anymore because someone is going to get hurt. Really badly and perhaps permanently, if you get my drift. And so Trevor Noah leaves their house, ventures out, strikes out on his own, and then autobiography ends with Patricia getting by Abel in the head at the end of the autobiography. Now, the spoiler is that she survives. She miraculously makes a full recovery, is not affected at all, and survives the entire ordeal, which is incredible and amazing. And everybody acknowledges that. And Abel is arrested and goes to jail for his act of violence. And that's really it. The autobiography is not super plot heavy in terms of like lots of things happening, and it's not told in a linear fashion. It doesn't happen exactly sort of, this happened and then this happened and then this happened and then this happened. It's very much sort of little snapshots of different times of his life, different areas of his life. So just bear that in mind as you read it, that it's not told in linear fashion, and it is, of course, very reflective as well. Trevor Noah, at the time of writing, was, I think, in his 30s, so he's writing as a 30-year-old man looking back on his childhood in the 80s. So there is also that to consider if you are reading this book for your Year 12 English or EAL subject. If you would like to get some one-to-one support for this book, contact us, and our team of tutors would love to support you on your VCE English and EAL journey.